Hi, my name is Bates with Legal Technology Solutions, and I want to show you a few little tricks with Windows 10 in general, but some of Microsoft Word. First thing that most people don't know is that if you're not using or if you don't see your Word icon over here or any other icon, the easiest way, let's say we want to put Outlook in there. So I'm going to search over here for Outlook, and I'm going to right click on the icon and pin to taskbar. Now Outlook is going to show up on the taskbar. That's how I got Word over here. Another way to do it is if you open, for example, any other program. Let's look at my list of programs over here. And let's say this mail app over here. Now that it's open, I can right click on it when it's down here and I can pin to taskbar from here. So I didn't have to do it from the start menu. Next thing is, now that I have Word, I'm going to open Word. And another cool thing that most people tend to ignore is those templates. Most of you will probably use a Word, a blank document. But if you want to create a flyer, for example, or if you want to create any letters or whatnot, let's look at flyers. And you can choose one of many. Start this one. You're going to create it. Takes less than a second on a normal speed. And over here, we're going to be able to alternate whatever we want. Now, I double-clicked on the bar on the very top. Double-clicking on it will expand it to take full screen. Double-click again will restore it to the original size that it was. Another thing that we want to do is be able to open a second Word document now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to click the Shift button on my keyboard and then click on the same Word icon here. So Shift and click with the mouse will open a second Word window. I'm going to open another blank document, and that's it. Now, how do you organize those two documents to go side by side? Easiest way is to highlight one of them, meaning click on it anywhere in the document, and we're going to click and hold the Windows key on the keyboard, and at the same time we're going to tap on the right arrow on the keyboard. So I'm clicking on the Windows key, right arrow, and it attached it to half of the screen on the right side. I can then choose on Windows 10, the latest version, you can then choose this document. I want to click anywhere here, and it's going to automatically take the other half and expand it with that second document. Double click here to show you another method here. Here's another way to do it. Windows key and right arrow, and then this one, Windows key and left arrow. If you have 4 windows, let's open a third. Shift click, new, shift click, flyer. So now we have 4 Word windows open over here. And what we're going to do, actually we have 5. I'm going to close one of them. What I'm going to do is I want to organize all 4 of them, one in each corner of the screen. So again, Windows button on the keyboard and the left. Now I can go up with the up arrow while I'm holding the Windows key. Let's go to this window now, highlight it, Windows key on the keyboard. I'm going to put it on the right and then up arrow. Highlight this, left and bottom. And here's the last piece, clicking on with the mouse on it. So the Windows key and the arrows will allow you to attach windows to organize them on the screen like this. Another cool thing that people tend to not know, or they just ignore it, is if you're creating a text over here, for example, this is Bates teaching some cool tricks. So now let's assume that you have this marked in red and bold, and we're going to make it bigger text. This is not Bates. I want to paste the text here. So now let's say you want to paste the text teaching some cool. I can double click and drag or highlight it with the mouse, right click and copy. Now it's on the clipboard, it's copy, but if I come over here and I just right click and paste, or Control V, it will paste it with the red text and all the editorial view that we have. What I'm going to do is Control Z to undo that, and I'm going to right click over here, and you're going to see there's some paste options, and that's true for almost all Office applications. You can keep the source formatting. Remember, the source came with red and bold and big. You can merge formatting. You can paste the picture and keep text only. So what I like to do is I like to right click and type the letter T. Why T? Because when I right click and I go with the mouse over, do you see it says keep text only in parentheses T? That means the T will be the shortcut to keep the text only. I could have done that with U. Let's try that with U. So new line and test2 colon, and I'm going to right click and type the letter U. And here is what happened. This is not a text. This is now a picture. So you can play with that and you can give it a border or whatever it is that you want to do. And this is now not the text anymore. So I don't think that's really useful, to be honest. I think it's kind of pointless for what I use it for, at least. But right click and the letter U, sorry, T, is probably going to save you guys a lot of time not having to deal with formatting and changing it, etc. Another cool trick, I think, is if you're on a document and you highlight the whole paragraph. By the way, double click will highlight a word, triple click will highlight a paragraph. You can then go under the home here, under the font, you can find this A with the eraser, and that will clear all the formatting. Some documents have really weird issues with the spacing or indent, etc. So what I like to do when I have documents that are not organizing the visual side correctly, I just highlight the whole thing and I click over here, and we're back to no design at all. This is the basic text, the template that it came with. A lot more to come, but just a couple minutes of cool tricks. If you have any questions, we are happy to help. Legal Technology Solutions. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.